Hi, I'm Maggie Ludens, and my project is Venturing Away from Vet. About me, my parents are Jason and Susan Ludens, which is the picture up in the right. You can see them in there. My future plans are to go to the University of Sioux Falls and to major in radiologic technology and hopefully get my bachelor's. Some activities I've been involved in are football and wrestling, cheerleading. I was in football for 1 year and wrestling for 6. 1 year I did one act play, and another year I did all school play. And then this year I did chamber choir. I did FCCLA for 3 years, and FFA I've done for 6 years. I was in the yearbook my freshman year, and then I am part of the Park for First Baptist Youth Group. My project overview. So the vets that I picked to do my vet internship was at Dakota Large Animal and Parker Vet Clinic, and between the two, I did about 29 hours. I did this May through August. May starting with like planning it and figuring out where I was going to go, and then June and July is when I kind of started. It was like towards the end of June when I started this, and August when I kind of ended it all, and then the amount of gas that like money I probably used about is like 22.80. My advisor and mentor are so my mentor is Casey Hazelhurst, and then my advisor is Kelly Dunkelberger. My mentor Casey, she's a veterinary technician at Dakota Large Animal. She went to Northeast College. She has an associate's degree in veterinary technician, and she's worked at Dakota Large Animal for 8 years. She loves barrel racing and loves to play piano. My advisor is Kelly Dunkelberger. She's a high school ag teacher. She's the FFA advisor. She graduated from SDSU, and this is her 17th year of teaching in general. And her kids go here too. My research paper, the thesis statement was elephants should be in zoos because they will have a longer lifespan than they would in the wild because of proper care they received. My main points are the pros and cons of elephants being in zoos and the mental and physical health of elephants, and then the behavior of elephants during the different seasons. So my internship process, so I had to pick like where I wanted to go and what I like wanted to see. So first off, Miss Dunkelberger was one who gave me this whole idea when we were talking about it last year during quarantine, which she's friends with Casey, so that's how I got to meet up with Casey and talk with her about doing Dakota Large Animal, and that was my first option was to go there since she was gonna be my mentor. And then what I had to choose time and dates, which was kind of hard because we're all busy through the summer, so I had to pick up when I was gonna do it. So I decided my first date was like in June, like the end of it. And then preparing myself for what I was going to see. I didn't know what I was going to see, but I kind of told her what I was looking for and what I wanted to see, which I saw about everything. And then meeting new people. So I met a lot of different vets and then vet technicians. I met some new patients, some new people that come and help with like the vet. And then getting to help and observe. So, you know, seeing what they're doing, helping. I swept and I like comfort the dogs. I had to pet them. I walked a dog, cleaned up like poop and pee, that kind of stuff. So my first place was at Dakota Large Animal, which is where I got to see the yearly shots, and which is just obvious. I mean, they do those all the time. And then I saw an X-ray on a horse. I didn't physically see it because I am not allowed to because I'm not 18. But after I got to see, and by the way, these pictures that are through this process are not mine. I had to get them off the internet because I wasn't really allowed to take pictures through this whole thing. And so these are just pictures of example. This is at Dakota Large Animal though. That's where they do like some of the teeth work or checking things. And then I saw floating horse's teeth, which is like grinding down the teeth. And then I also saw an embryo flush, which was kind of interesting, which they have to put it in like a little thing, to, like keep it safe or whatever. And then I think they put it into like another horse. And then I saw an ovulation check, which they do a lot of those like every day. Saw like many of those when I went. I saw dew claws get removed on a German Shepherd, which they told me that it can take a long time to heal. So they always make sure with like the owner that they're okay with this because they'll be in pain. I saw some spayed and neuters. I saw actually a lot of those. I saw many dogs mostly, and then some cats. I saw an eye get removed from a pony, which was kind of disgusting because they kind of just like cut around it and just try to get it out of there, and then just stitch that horse up. It was, and the reason it like they had to get out is because it got infected because it like ran into a pole and like stabbed it or something, and so it got infected. And then I got to see dentist work on a dog, which they have to put a dog down when they do dentist work because they don't want it to bite or like they need to open that mouth really wide, so they have to clean it all off. And then of course I saw dentist work on horses. Saw that actually a few times. And then my second place was the Parker Vet Clinic, which I did a few times there. Um, I saw a semen test on a cow, which I got to look through the scope and see if there's anything like in it or that kind of stuff. I saw more spayed and neuters. I don't know how many I've seen, but quite a few. I saw yearly shots again. That was just kind of normal stuff. I saw, so this cow's hoof was injured. It had a piece of wood up its hoof, so he had to like cut the foot open and like get it out of there, which it smelled super bad and it was hot out, so I about passed out. Like I could not do it, so I had to go sit down. And then I saw cows get castrated, which all you heard was some angry cows, so that was pretty interesting. And then, which cows castrated, if someone doesn't know, that's when they cut the balls off of a cow. That's just what they do. Um, and then lots of other appointments. So I saw some like dog that had a cast on, so I get that removed and then get a new one on. Some cats got like temperament ones, which one of the cats really wanted to attack like us and attack the other cats. It was crazy. And then another one was this dog was getting really old, so they were talking about if they could do something or if they had to put it down. So that was kind of sad. That's the one thing I did not like about it. That was really hard to see. Problems encountered. I almost passed out a few times just because I got hot and I needed to eat. And I did eat, but it wasn't enough. And I probably should drink more water to help the situation because I was not doing good. Losing interest. I realized that I do not want to be a vet, but it was a really good experience to teach me that it's not for me. um, Finding times to job shadow, which was it was hard and like it was just hard because summer gets busy and COVID-19. You have to just be careful where you're like what you're doing stuff, which I had to get lots of papers signed and stuff. And so I just needed to find time to go and work with Casey to find times, which was mostly Wednesdays that I went. So my learning stretch is realizing I'm not interested in being a veterinary technician. That just it just taught me that it's not the job for me, which there's nothing wrong with it because it was a really good experience and those people worked really hard to be there and help those animals and I love animals. I mean, animals are great, but it's just not the job for me. I'll stick to just caring for my dogs. And then seeing all the work it takes to be a veterinary technician, just watching them of things they have to know, things they have to do, things they're required to learn is just crazy. And like some of the classes they were telling me about they had to take, I mean, it's a lot of work and they put their effort in and I think I could do it, but it'd definitely be hard for me. Um, and then drinking lots of water and eating a good breakfast. I learned that because I need to do that when I feel like I'm about to pass out. I need to do that, especially going in the medical field that I am. I need to learn that so if I were to see something, I don't just pass out. Being prepared again, just being prepared what I was gonna see, what I was gonna do, that kind of stuff. Thank yous, Miss Barnhart. I want to thank her for always being there for us, helping me write my research paper, helping me with like everything, and just being such a kind teacher. Mrs. Dunkelberger for giving me this idea. She's the whole reason I did this, so it's a big thank you to her because she was a big help and it was a really good learning experience. Um, I really appreciate her and everything she does. And then Casey for allowing me to come and scheduling and just helping me through it all and being my mentor. She was really good and she would show up when I needed her. She was really helpful. My mom and dad for being so supportive and letting me go to do this and drive all the time. And then Dr. Ron Good for letting me come to Parker Vet Clinic, observe them during this whole time, and showing me around and testing my mind during the summer. Um, and then Dakota Large Animal, thank you guys for letting me come during COVID and during when you guys weren't really allowing people in. So thank you. That was really helpful that you guys let me come. And then same to Parker Vet Clinic for letting me come and observe and to see all the things that you guys have and do. It was good to see both places and have a scenery. So thank you guys for watching.